just unpacking my bag here. This is a fold-up pillow, folds up to next to nothing. It's got sort of expansion foam stuff in it. Really works well. And here, in just that little piece there, and you can fold it up small, you could nearly cut that in half again, is my airbed. I used to have a Roman self-inflatable mattress, but it was too big, so I'll show you what this one's like after I've blown it up. So this is the bed blown up, 25 breaths and it's blown up. It's like a honeycomb, and it's twice, I would say, as comfortable as the Roman mattress I had. They're quite wide. I think this is 1.95 long, and I think it's about 90 wide, I think, something like that. The Roman mattress was only 65 or 70, I think it was. So it's a total win. Don't really know the brand. I think it's, I took a photo of it, but I'll show you again. I think it's that brand there. Climate maybe, yeah. Another good thing about it, it's got two valves at the end, so it's easy to deflate in the morning. It deflates in about half a second. It's just amazing. So I put that in there in the sleeping bag and we're done. Pretty good setup. Yeah, just another thing, guys. Got a Helinox chair. They're about $130 odd, free freight, buy it from Australia. That's the size of them done up. Not very big at all. They're light. They're about 1.1 kilos. You can get a chair. It's called the One. It's a lot lower from there up, but we wanted ones that are a bit higher. So they're the middle size ones, and you can also get other ones that have got higher backs on them, but we decided to get them ones there. So they're the middle range. So they're about 130 bucks. Very good chairs, very strong, very light. Hey there again, guys. Just a thing about this caribou tent. 138 bucks online. It's a round tent, 65 centimeters wide, so it's wide enough to go on the bike if you've got a bit of packing and stuff on it. And as you can see inside, there's plenty of room. Got the bed there, which is what 195 long by about 90 wide. And what I do is I put my jacket and helmet on the other side, so it's safe. And in the front you've got these little pockets, so I just put a few bags in there, you know, that hold me tent and stuff. And on this side here, as you can see, I've got my boots and socks, just so they don't have ants and spiders and shit in them. I've just put all that up in about 6 minutes complete, so it's about time for me. So I like to be able to set it up and start doing other stuff, not drinking alcohol because I'm not like that. But yeah, it's a good tent. I've pissed off all the guy ropes because there's no point with it. It's sturdy as anything. Like, it's not gonna, I've slept in it in cyclonic winds almost, and it doesn't move. It's just a great tent. So if you go onto eBay and type in Caribou 2-man tent, it'll come up. Mark was that impressed, he brought one. Didn't you, dickhead? Yeah, look.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah. What are you, bloody, you're not Indian? No, what is it? What are you?
From Jamaica, man.
Fucking not from Jamaica. But yeah, they're a cool tent. Got these dry rider bags. They're fairly awesome. Just open that side pocket there, Mark. So we've got a side pocket either side, and you can fit a ton of shit in them. And also underneath there, Mark, they actually zip underneath there, and they cradle or go around the back cowlings or whatever you want to call them. So they're fairly good, and inside them there's quite a lot of room. They go down the side, both sides, so they're a fairly good bag. I think they were only about, what were they, 150 bucks?
Yeah, 155.
50 bucks. Mark got his tied on by Ocky straps, which works. I've got mine cable tied. The only problem with cable ties is you can't get the bastard off once it's on, but they work well. So That's another mod. Okay guys, only KLR people will appreciate this, anyone else probably won't, but if you do get something out of it, all good and well. Mark and I have done probably 10, 11, 12 big trips. This one's going to be the biggest, about 20 odd days. Mark had a lot of trouble with his KLR vibrating, like they call it death wobbles actually. And what Mark done, he fucked around with the bike and tried to tweak it. We got fork brace, we tried, what else did you try, Mark?
Redoing the front end,
bearings
in the front end,
bearings, everything.
Wheels, balancing,
yeah.
new tyres.
Everything. And what it was, Mark, show 'em.
Midget strippers.
Yeah, they didn't
Anyway,
work, they were too small. But
so, to stop the front wobbling, which when you get at high speed, anything over about 85 k's an hour, you get that kind of wobble in the front end. I put rivet holes through here, so stops that moving and wobbling. Didn't fix the problem, but a cool idea. We jumped online and found out that in the 1990s, the Hondas had a problem with the highway patrol, and they had the death wobbles at about 140, 150. So I used the same kind of thing, and what it was a negative pressure behind the screen, and that was due to the air coming up and sucking up. And I noticed that with a bag. I've got a tank bag, and I put a wet weather bag over it, and it used to want to suck the wet weather bag off. So I realised there was a negative pressure there, so I checked online and I found out what they did in the police force was to cut some slots. So I just got an angle grinder. It's pretty rough, angle grinder. I measured it out and put some slots in my front screen. And I'm telling you, slots in your front screen works. No negative pressure there, fixed the problem. I'd had it to about 4 bike shops, and couldn't fix it. So that fixed that problem, reduced the negative pressure, and now 140, 150, no movement at all. Kenny's even seen behind a truck pulling out at 130 or something, and you're just nearly underneath the truck.
Death wobbles,
that's
yes.
really worked well.
Yep.
So that's a good mod.
good mod, guys. So there, so a few holes in the front guard there. I think that would also assist or help with these ones in here. So if you've only got the standard windshield, maybe not, not sure, but that's obviously a tall windscreen. So, and Marc also put a little bit of a flappy poo there thing happening.
To stop the sun getting on your navigator.
Yep, right.
So when you're navigating, you don't have to worry about a shield over it. Just shields your navigator from the sun so you can see it and it doesn't get hot.
Alrighty. Hope that helps someone. If it's helped one person, well, that's good.
Help me.
Help me. No, it didn't help me, actually. All right. Hey, guys, another mod Marc has done on his KLR is a front highway peg bracket. He has made this himself, and it's quite easy to make. I've got a Happy Trails one, but this is a tenth of the price, and it works just as well. So, Marc, how do you make it?
Well, I left the original skid plate on, and we've got a piece of steel here which is about 40mm by 4.5mm, just mild steel. Just heated it up a bit and bent it, which you can bend it around anything round like a bucket or something. Straight ends here, and I've got a bracket here, an aluminium bracket, all stainless steel bolts which make it a little bit you know, weatherproof. And I just got some foot pegs off eBay, which were they might have been about $10. I can't remember how much. It wasn't much. So I just made it up, got the right distance around here, no welding, just bolted on, and that's been on I've done about 40,000 Ks on that. Fairly flexible, great height, and just out of the road when you're doing some dirt, you can get stuck into the dirt and it pulls out of the road. So that looks fairly tidy and easy to do, cheap.
And it is, and I will say one thing is that I've got highway pegs with my Happy Trails skid plate, and I find they're too high. I watch Marc ride his bikes, and they're more forward and down a bit, so it looks a little bit more relaxing. And that's the beauty of having a back bag on your back seat, is you can lean back on that and you're just like riding a Harley. So hope you another mod Marc's done to his KLR here. been a little bit ingenious. He's an engineer by trade, so he's worked out a fishing rod holder. I'll just show you where it is, and then I'll get Mark to explain it. So there it is there. So how did you do that, Mark?
Took the side cover off.
Yep.
And I got a piece of 40mm poly. So I cut it in here and here, so it ran to the same diametrics of the fairing here. Put a bit of an angle on it here so your leg didn't get caught on it when you're putting your leg on and off the bike. You've got to be careful with the length here. Oh, there goes the camera. So I've done that, tied it into the slot here, and also brought it out here, and I've cut a little groove in here. You might want to zoom in here.
Got it.
A little bit of a groove here so your rod doesn't move too much, so it can't go any further than that. Then I've zip tie, pull the zip tie, and you can pull the pull the rod straight out. So pulls the rod out. It's a 2-piece rod. It's only about 85mm in length, and I've got a couple of little straps on the end of it there to hold it together. So that goes straight in. You can fish anywhere you like, and it looks pretty cool on the bike as well. Good wind stream, and kids always think you got a gun or a bazooka in there. So that's pretty cool as well.
Alrighty, cool. Thanks, Mark.